Hello everybody and welcome to another vlog. I'm the SDA100 and today we're talking Uncharted HD Remake along with just HD remakes in general. My opinions, a little discussion here, whatever, feel free to comment in the section below, whatever you feel about this. But at least, so today it was announced that Uncharted HD Remake 1 to 3 are coming out. The Nathan Drake Collection, as it were, 7th of October. USA and the UK 9th of October 2015. The first game from I'm not going to go mass detail on all three games because the first one in particular, Nathan Drake finds a coffin, discovers that Francis Drake faked his own death in a journal or what have you, and took off to find a city of gold, a lost city of gold or somewhere or other, and he's being followed by a journalist who's documenting this. So anyway, he takes off and goes with his friend Sully to investigate the city, and he's being chased by a rival treasure hunter. That's the first game in a nutshell. The gameplay is simple. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. It's pretty okay. You know what I mean? It's a shooter. It's a third person. Lots of ammo, same kind of guns. AK-47s. A handgun, etc. The combat really is, dare I say, it's simple, but playable. It's not the worst, it's not the best. It's another thing I would pick up and say, oh, I love the gameplay. It's got varied in shooting and dare I say platforming. I don't know, put climbing elements into it. You are an adventurer after all, etc. But yeah, so all three have been announced, which is kind of cool to me. I mean, I love the franchise. I would recommend picking it up if you haven't played it. I would say, for an Xbox One, but Xbox 360 player, and you come over to PS4, maybe you never even bothered to pick up those games in the past. You're now going to be able to buy the best three very, very good games in probably pricing of what, 25 to 30 pounds, and I would definitely recommend it. Speaking of which, on HD remakes, we've seen a hell of a lot in the past, year and a bit. Or 18 months, dare I say. I've got a list here, a small list. I'm going to miss loads out probably, but some of the ones that take note: Devil May Cry HD Collection. I didn't buy it, but I did play all three of them. Final Fantasy 10 2 HD. I think my Roman numerals ain't that good, but what have you. God of War Collection, the Hitman Trilogy. Hitman Trilogy was one of my favorites. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5. Didn't buy them. Metal Gear Solid Collection, again I did buy. Silent Hills, Resident Evil, and your Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. There's a ton of Final Fantasies coming out. I can't even keep track what's new and what's a HD anymore. Now recently there's been a lot of speculation. Devil May Cry 4 is coming out. It's already been announced. It's going to be at E3, blah blah blah. And they've got this God of War 3 coming out, remastered version, which is on the PS4, which is kind of funny considering the fact that they've already released, a God of War collection, but whatever. But they were on PS3, to be fair. So I don't know why they've just jumped straight to 3. But hey, maybe they voted for it. I don't know. The big ones: Master Chief Collection, again already out. Had problems with 343 Industries patching it and all the rest of it, etc. Now the next two big rumors that are coming out for HD collections that are on borderline with coming out, Gears of War Collection. I so want to see. If I had an Xbox One, that's definitely one I'm definitely picking up at some point. And now there's this new rumor going around, or in the past couple of days, that Dead Space 3 trilogy will be announced. I won't go too much into that one, but I will say, based on my history on that game, EA, could you please fix your servers? I would like to play that co-op and not have to turn my console off every 15 minutes. Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on from that particular franchise, the question bears on, well, why are we seeing these HD remakes? A lot of them, and a lot of it, is to say that, well, it sounds sad to say it, but dare I say a cash in on a franchise where, or to a point, or a safe bet where they've already got a core fan base, and people like you and me who love the games are going to go and buy them. We may feel that they're worth buying again because we played them years ago with our friends. And fair play. If that's again the reason I buy them to a point. Or maybe you never played these games and you feel you missed out on that console generation, or what have you. Some vary from PS2 to and then they jump to PS3, or recently we've had the PS3 to PS4, like even ports like Grand Theft Auto, like Tomb Raider recently, but just upgraded, and Black Flag. They make the crossover, cash in, but at the same time there isn't a lot out, so people, it's the right timing, to be honest with you. People will buy them because there's just nothing out. I've heard people say that they buy these certain games because there's nothing else out to play, rather than wait. Which I understand, you got the money and you bought out your head, you are going to do that, and I think they cash in, or they tap into that. But also there's a lot of again, a lot of people haven't played certain franchises, and they want to tap into that market, a fresh fan base, which gets them set up for the next installment of the game. For example, we've already got a new Hitman being announced for PS4 and E3. We already know that the next Uncharted is coming out. So again, it's all build up to the the next gen kind of area because when you lay down a certain amount of money, and you're getting a deal, to be fair, with the games anyway. Again, that's my opinion. So basically, it breathes new life into the game, into the franchise, wakes it up. You get to play it on next gen graphics, which is a bonus. If you're a fan, a fan enough to buy it, and then it's like a win-win situation where the company gets the HD money, then you're invested in the next game that comes out and the new fan base. So it's like I said, it's a win-win, but at the same time there's pros and cons to it. I mean, that's just my opinion. It's a win-win, but at the same time there are, if I can just turn over here, there are cons to this. They're limited, but they're there. So for example, companies taking less and less risks in investing in new games and new ideas, so they're sticking to a franchise because they know the money's there waiting for them. But at the same time, fans are wanting it to happen, but also it's kind of damaging in a way. But as I said, as a HD collector myself, or franchise buyer to a point, this is the price you pay. They take less and less risk, less money invested in new IPs, which means it's bad for consumers and gamers alike overall. They ended up milking the franchise to death. Which again, as I said, it's just one of those things. So you take the good and the bad kind of thing. So for today's question, I'm going to say, are you happy with all the HD remaking, or do you want more money invested in new IPs? Please like, share, and comment, and subscribe to this video. Follow me at the hashtag at the SDA100 on Twitter. I will leave it in the description below. Thanks for watching.